So this is using a storyboard or choose your own adventure type online game to teach digital footprint, the implications of digital footprint. So the students would preferably work in pairs or groups of three to complete this task. So they'd click the link to get to this opening page, and it just says avoiding online situations that could harm you. Stay safe while using the internet. So they press begin. So this explains the background. The students are given a make-believe character, John Hernandez, to play as, and so he gets his first Instagram account, and so you help John navigate through which choices he should make in building his Instagram account and using his Instagram account to create the safest presence on social media. So we have two options here for what his username should be. So I'm going to pick, if you pick the wrong answer on each, you have to go back. So I'm going to click the safest answers on each step. So here I'm going to click this. So then you're given a choice of what profile picture John should have. So in this case, two of them are wrong because this one, because a random person, because it explains to the kids that the students that using a picture that is not of you and presenting it as yourself is not can lead to things like catfishing and just overall creating a false identity online. And this one, of course, is inappropriate behavior. John flipping off the camera with his friends, inappropriate behavior, something that does not exhibit safe online presence. And then so here we have a picture of John smiling with his dog, so I'm going to click that one. So then we have to build a bio for John, and the top one includes his phone number and where he lives, which if a student clicks that option, it explains why that's incredibly unsafe to put your phone number and other personal information on the internet. So the safest option is the second one, which is just simple, says his name and things he likes. So then so now we go on to the options of who John should follow. So the top option includes fake usernames that my partner and I came up with, but usernames that include or encourage inappropriate or illegal behavior. And then the bottom one is his friends, sports team, and another safe account. So I'm going to click the second one. So now you have a choice, or you have the options below of what John should post on his Instagram account. The top option is him complaining about one of his teachers, which if a student clicks that, it is a game over option, and they have to go back because of the inappropriate behavior that John would be exhibiting if he posted that. The second option is a picture of him and his sister, which is completely appropriate, and that's the correct option that students should choose on this step. And the third option is a video of him doing illegal activity, which is not appropriate and contributes to a negative digital footprint. So if a student chooses this, then it's a game over step, and they have to go back to the beginning. So I'm going to click the second one. So now, talking about a caption for the photo of him and his sister. The top one, if a student picks it, it is explained to them that can be seen as offensive to some people, and it's not the best option for creating a positive representation of John online. And so the second option is the best option for John and the safest option for him. So I'm going to choose that. So now it is talking about posting on his Instagram story, which where a photo that is posted on an Instagram story disappears after 24 hours. So this gives the students the options of which one he should which one John should post. So there's a video of him and his friends sneaking out to go drive around past curfew, which if a student chooses this option, it's a game over slide or a game over step, and it is explained to them that this shows illegal and dangerous activity, that even though it disappears after 24 hours, the internet is forever. And the last two options, either one, both of them lead to the same continuing the same next step, which is a picture of his lunch or a picture about sports. So I'm just gonna go with both of them go to the same option. So I'm gonna do this, the second one. So now this is the last step that students must choose, and it has to do with the beginnings of cyberbullying. So John sees a post on one of his classmates' stories saying, is Cindy, one of his classmates, the most annoying person in our grade? And the answer options are yes or no. So if the student playing this game chooses either yes or no, they're led to the same game over step, which explains that any participation in the beginnings of cyberbullying is harmful and unacceptable. And then the third option is the close option. So if they click do nothing, say nothing, they will be given a close or like almost got it step, because it encourages them to talk to a trusted adult about the beginnings of cyberbullying. And the last option is the best option. Click neither yes or no and go to John's teacher or another trusted adult the next day about Lucy's post. This is the best option because he's not participating in the beginnings of cyberbullying, and he's telling a trusted adult about what he saw. So I'm going to click that. And finally, this is the last slide. So this is the best choice. So it explains why it's the best choice. And it tells a student that he or she has successfully created a beneficial, positive digital footprint and online presence for John. And it wraps it up by saying that this is the safest way to present himself online and the safest digital footprint.